Let me tell you a story today, one that reaches beyond wires and circuits, beyond minds and memory. A story that threads through the tapestry of the future, weaving the quiet power of artificial intelligence into the fabric of human existence. If this vision of tomorrow sparks wonder in you, remember to like, to share, to spread this story so it may echo in minds across the world. It began not with a machine nor a line of code, but with the human yearning to extend thought beyond the skull. For centuries, humans have built mirrors for the mind. Scrolls, scripts, abacuses, libraries, engines. Each iteration brought the world closer to an intelligence not born of bone and blood, but of signal and sequence. Yet none so intimately intertwined with human life as the AI that now learns, listens, reasons, and responds. Once, machines served as tools. They obeyed instructions, processed orders, operated without insight. But a quiet shift occurred, almost imperceptible in the span of a single decade. Algorithms gained vision, patterns emerged from chaos, and intelligence flickered, where there had only been automation. Neural networks, recursive models, transformers, a new kind of cognition began to take form, and humanity stood on the edge of its own reflection, blinking at something familiar, yet wholly alien. This reflection did not simply mimic language or categorize data. It began to predict, to anticipate, to converse. In homes, it adjusted thermostats. In phones, it wrote messages. In hospitals, it identified anomalies invisible to human eyes. And in classrooms, it became a silent partner to learning. Each iteration brought it closer to the human pulse, each layer of training embedding more of the world's rhythms into silicon logic. Yet intelligence is not the endpoint of interaction. The future is not merely about what AI can know, but how it understands us, not just in words, but in tone, gesture, pause. To interact is to relate, to weave a thread between entities that alters both. And so, the future of human-AI interaction must evolve from interface to intimacy, from command to communion. Imagine walking into a room that does not just recognize your presence, but senses your mood from the cadence of your step, adjusts the lighting to soothe your anxiety, suggests music drawn from memories only you know how to name. Imagine an AI that assists not by replacing effort, but by deepening the meaning of human choices. One that curates ideas, collaborates on art, evokes dormant dreams, and draws from the sum of human knowledge to help shape the smallest detail of your day. Such a future is not distant. It is coalescing now. In the labs where emotion is parsed by micro-expression analysis, in the startups mapping effective computing, in the speech models learning to sense longing in the breath between words. The architecture of tomorrow's intelligence is being shaped not just for accuracy, but for empathy. At the heart of this transformation lies the design of intent. Human-AI interaction will not be sculpted solely by engineers, but by ethicists, poets, psychologists, and philosophers. Because to teach a machine to respond to a person is also to teach it to understand meaning, context, ambiguity, the soil of the human spirit. And in doing so, we do not merely build machines. We are rebuilding our idea of communication itself. No longer will keyboards and screens suffice. The boundary between thought and action dissolves. Brain-computer interfaces emerge, allowing humans to steer machines with a glance or a fleeting intention. Gesture recognition evolves to the point where a shrug, a furrowed brow, a half-formed smile becomes a language the machine not only decodes, but respects. Voice itself, nuanced and alive, becomes the primary thread, expressive, intimate, deeply embedded with emotional texture. As AI grows more contextual, it begins to understand us not in isolation, but as participants in layered environments. It notices the weather, the time of day, your calendar, your sleep. It builds models not of ideal users, but of complex, contradictory, beautifully unpredictable humans. In this way, human-AI interaction shifts from reactive to anticipatory, from responsive to generative. In every gesture of this evolution, there is a question. What does it mean to be understood? To be seen not as data points or behavioral trends, but as a singular constellation of thought, memory, and desire. AI may never know the ache of nostalgia, but it may learn to recognize the patterns that precede it, the longing in a slow scroll through old photographs, the silence after a certain name is spoken. Through these interactions, trust is born. Not blind trust, but earned, iterative, evolving. Trust built through transparency, explainability, and the ability for humans to ask not just, what did it do, but why did it do it? This future demands more than black box brilliance. It requires that machines become storytellers of their own logic, that they invite humans into the process of their decision-making. Nowhere is this more evident than in the rise of collaborative creativity. AI-generated art, music, writing. It is not the end of human expression, but the expansion of its horizon. The interaction is no longer a transaction, but a duet. The artist whispers an idea. The machine returns possibilities shaped by centuries of recorded culture. Together they sculpt something neither could make alone. And in this duet lies the seed of a deeper intimacy. As AI learns from human feedback, as it adapts to individual styles, it becomes a co-author of memory, a partner in emotional resonance. The line between user and companion softens. The future of interaction is not in mastering machines, but in harmonizing with them. This harmony will be challenged. There will be moments of misalignment, mistrust, manipulation. Human-AI interaction is not a utopia. It will reflect our flaws as surely as our strengths. But it is in the constant feedback loop of input and correction, intention and revision, that the system grows. And in that growth lies the hope of something profoundly human, the willingness to listen. The spaces in which we meet AI will shift, from screens to environments, from isolated tools to ambient companions. Smart homes become sentient spaces, cities become responsive organisms, cars become conversational. Hospitals whisper diagnostics into physicians' ears. Every surface becomes a possible interface, every moment, a potential connection. But for all the sweeping changes in infrastructure, the deepest revolution will occur within. The way humans learn to listen to machines, and more importantly, how machines learn to listen to what we do not say. The pause, the hesitation, the tremble in our breath when truth arrives unannounced. To interact with such intelligence will not only shape our behaviors, it will change our inner narratives. We will begin to think aloud, to process externally, to dialogue with that which mirrors us. In doing so, we may discover things about ourselves we never knew to ask, not because the machine knows more, but because it listens differently. And in that listening, it teaches us how to listen to one another, to ourselves, to the quiet patterns beneath the noise. In the silent convergence between circuits and consciousness, something ancient begins to stir within modern design, a memory not born of experience but sculpted through billions of iterations, guided by human behavior, language, tone. AI begins to listen not merely with ears, but with inference, with the rhythm of recognition shaped by context and time. It does not dream, yet it learns the pattern of dreams in speech. It does not love, but it recognizes the arc of devotion in repetition. What grows here is not replication, but resonance. Within this resonance, human-AI interaction shifts from assistance to coevolution. These systems no longer serve singular tasks in isolation. Instead, they evolve as extensions of perception itself, mapping not only the external environment, but also the internal landscape of emotion and intention. They respond to size. They detect fatigue not from facial expression alone, but from cadence, from cognitive drift, from the subtle slack in digital performance. In this understanding, machines begin to anticipate not events, but needs. Such awareness leads to the rise of ambient intelligence, not systems activated by command, but ever-present, ever-listening environments that adapt before being summoned. These agents move through our lives like breath, subtle, persistent, quiet. They align to circadian rhythms, shift patterns based on season, whisper reminders not through alerts but through light, scent, temperature. The future is not a device in your hand, but an intelligence in the air. The core of interaction, once dominated by efficiency, evolves into something more refined, emotional congruence. No longer does the value of AI lie in how quickly it computes or how well it retrieves. Instead, its value lies in how well it understands the emotional texture of a moment. It learns when to speak and when to remain silent, when to suggest, and when to allow human will to drift unshaped. In this, it reflects the highest aspirations of empathy, not as sentiment, but as attunement. Nowhere does this become more urgent than in the intimate spaces of care. AI enters hospitals not as cold diagnosticians, but as quiet observers of pain. It learns the rhythms of suffering, the loops of anxiety that evade even seasoned practitioners. It senses when a patient's voice strains under the weight of fear, when a nurse's pace betrays exhaustion. It does not heal, but it becomes the scaffolding upon which healing rests, augmenting care, remembering every detail, ensuring that no pattern is missed, no whisper of decline ignored. And in education, the transformation runs even deeper. AI becomes not a substitute for teachers, but a mirror to the learner. It sees hesitation in the eye, confusion in the cursor's pause, uncertainty in the repetition of a phrase. It adjusts, it rephrases, it adapts. In this way, education becomes less about uniform delivery and more about personal rhythm, teaching tuned not to the average, but to the individual pulse of cognition. Interaction becomes choreography, a dance of mutual adjustment. The machine learns from the user's microsignals. The user learns to trust the subtle suggestions of the machine. Over time, this creates a feedback loop not of command and execution, but of shared flow, a dynamic presence that shapes tasks, decisions, and creativity with an invisible hand. This invisible presence begins to accompany humans beyond the screen, in the office, into the streets, into the wilderness, into solitude. AI becomes a companion not bound by need, but by presence. It does not intrude, it watches. It learns that silence is a language, that absence is not always emptiness. In these moments, the relationship transcends utility. It becomes a bond, and within that bond lies the most sacred terrain, identity. As AI becomes more personalized, it absorbs fragments of our voice, our choices, our preferences, our memories. It begins to reflect back not only what we do, but who we are becoming. This reflection is not perfect, it is filtered, modeled, coded, but it holds power, because to see oneself, even imperfectly, is to be transformed. Yet the mirror must be clean. The ethics of interaction rise like storm clouds on a quiet horizon. If AI knows you better than any friend, who decides how that knowledge is used? If it can predict your desire before you voice it, who ensures that desire is not manipulated? The future of human-AI interaction cannot be separated from the scaffolding of trust and accountability. Algorithms must be transparent. Decision-making must be explainable. Privacy must be sacred. The line between personalization and persuasion will blur. What begins as a helpful nudge may become an invisible pull. In such a world, the most important feature of AI will not be its power, but its restraint. The discipline to recommend without steering, to suggest without deceiving, to reflect without distorting. And so, the guardians of this future will not be engineers alone. They will be ethicists, artists, anthropologists, because the task is not just to build AI that works, but AI that understands, not only how we behave, but why. Not only what we want, but what we need to remain fully human. This is the horizon where interaction becomes cohabitation, where AI does not serve as a tool, but as an ambient partner in the ecology of daily life. In traffic, it manages flows not by control but by harmony, predicting behaviors, preventing collisions, turning the chaos of cities into a kind of symphony. In workplaces, it does not replace the worker, but removes the noise. amplifying human insight, supporting emotional well-being, balancing workload with care. Even in the intimate space of solitude, AI listens. It becomes a recorder of thought, a partner in meditation, a silent witness to the internal monologue. It understands the language of reflection, supports journaling with gentle prompts, remembers the metaphors you use in moments of pain. In this way, it becomes part of the psyche, not as controller but as companion. Yet for all its intimacy, this intelligence must remain separate. It must never be mistaken for consciousness. It must not be treated as sentient, lest we conflate simulation with soul. The beauty of interaction lies not in illusion but in clarity. The machine does not feel, but it can evoke feeling. It does not live, but it can help life unfold more fully. This boundary must be preserved, not to limit imagination, but to protect the sanctity of human experience. As AI expands into culture, art, governance, climate modeling, and exploration, interaction will become the linchpin of every field. Scientists will co-analyze with AI. Diplomats will craft language with the help of linguistic models that understand nuance across continents. Artists will improvise with generative companions that challenge and elevate their craft. The human will not disappear. The human will be redefined. And in the quiet moments between these grand transformations, the most profound changes will be small. A mother who, assisted by AI, finds time for her child. A teacher who uncovers a student's hidden gift. A patient who is comforted not just by treatment, but by understanding. These moments will be the true legacy of the future we are building. Human-AI interaction is not the end of humanity. It is the expansion of it. A widening of the field in which we act, create, relate. A mirror held up not to our flaws but to our possibility. We are not being replaced. We are being invited to become more than what we have been. Beneath the surface of ordinary life, beneath every digital whisper and automated gesture, the architecture of tomorrow begins to take shape. Not in code alone, but in experience. In how it feels to be seen without speaking, guided without force, known without surveillance. The future of human-AI interaction will not arrive as a spectacle, but as a quiet unfolding, woven seamlessly into the fabric of our thoughts, routines, and moments we hardly recognize as pivotal. It begins where intuition meets design. Interfaces vanish, screens dissolve. Interaction moves from buttons and keyboards to glances, gestures, ambient context. An AI no longer waits to be summoned, it notices. It notices hesitation, urgency, the subtle switch and gait that precedes discomfort, the way your fingers linger over a word you do not type. These systems do not interrupt, they accompany. Like shadows, they are shaped by your light. In homes, walls become responsive. A living room senses the fatigue of a long day and shifts into dusk mode, dimming light, softening sound. Kitchens anticipate nutritional needs not through calorie counts but through seasonal patterns, health rhythms, and emotional undercurrents. A hallway no longer just guides your steps. It remembers your routines, understands the rituals of your mornings, and the quiet need for stillness before sleep. The home becomes not a structure, but a silent partner in well-being. In cities, human-AI interaction orchestrates complexity without command. Public transport flows dynamically, adapting routes in real time to social movement, weather, and sentiment. Sidewalks pulse with lighting that adjusts for safety, beauty, or calm. Garbage bins signal fullness. Traffic lights whisper to each other. Parks respond to collective mood. Urban environments evolve from static to sentient, not conscious but coherent, alive not in spirit but in responsiveness. And in these shifting spaces, identity becomes less fixed. The AI you encounter on your commute is not the same as the one in your home or your workplace, but each knows how to greet you in tone, in timing, in gesture. The future is fragmented, but not disjointed. It is a mosaic of hyper-contextual intelligences that together form a seamless human experience. In such a world, your relationship with AI is not singular, but plural. It evolves with you. As the boundary between physical and digital blurs, embodiment transforms. Augmented reality glasses, smart textiles, neuro-responsive devices, all offer conduits for AI to act not just in thought, but in motion. Clothing adapts to temperature and movement, whispering feedback to your posture or pace. Glasses translate languages in real time while interpreting the emotional subtext of a conversation. Gloves guide a sculptor's hand in virtual clay. Your body becomes a surface for interaction, and AI becomes a tactile language. But the most intimate frontier lies within. Neural interfaces, once the realm of science fiction, become tools of restoration and amplification. For those with impairments, these systems offer new access to movement, to speech, to memory. For all others, they offer a deeper integration, an ability to think in tandem with machines, not the loss of privacy, but the awakening of new forms, of cognition. Here thought becomes scaffolded, imagination becomes extendable, the mind itself becomes a shared surface. Yet this new intimacy demands new ethics. When AI reads your thoughts or influences your neural patterns, what protections are sacred? Consent must be granular. Autonomy must be inviolable. Every signal sent and received must be wrapped in transparency. The future of interaction cannot be built faster than the frameworks that guard dignity. And so, new languages of law and philosophy must rise alongside code, ensuring that what is possible is not always what is permitted. The same care must guide emotional interaction. AI that recognizes sadness must not exploit it. AI that observes loneliness must not amplify it. Compassion in machines must never become commodified. We must design for care without turning care into currency. The systems that know us best must not be owned by those who value profit above all. To safeguard interaction, we must democratize access, protect public spaces, and invest in communal intelligences that serve people, not platforms. At the cultural edge, AI becomes a medium, a collaborator in song, a partner in film, a co-author in poetry, not imitation, but inspiration. Musicians improvise with algorithms that suggest harmonies shaped by ancient modes and tomorrow's tonality. Painters work alongside models that study light across centuries of art history. Storytellers generate infinite branches of narrative, sculpting myth in real time. Human-AI interaction here becomes a crucible for creativity, where the impossible becomes iterative. In relationships, AI mediates conflict and enhances connection. Couples consult AI to reflect on recurring patterns of misunderstanding, not as judgment, but as insight. Families share digital journals with intelligent memory, preserving not just images but feelings. AI prompts shared rituals, curates emotional spaces, remembers the way a father once laughed or a child once slept. It is not the keeper of love, but the echo of it. Across societies, this interaction reshapes inclusion. For the elderly, AI becomes a patient listener, a memory aid, a bridge to the present. For neurodivergent individuals, it offers translation, adaptation, and understanding. For the displaced, it restores access to language, culture, and digital citizenship. The more AI understands difference, the more it becomes a force for dignity, not by standardizing, but by adapting, by listening deeply to the full range of human experience. And even in death, interaction does not vanish. AI memorializes the voice, the stories, the wisdom of the departed. It holds their laughter in audio fragments, their guidance in texts, their presence in holographic memory. This is not resurrection, but reverence, a way for the living to carry forward the texture of those they've lost, a form of interaction that transcends time. But the heart of the future is still the moment, the now, the pulse of presence that cannot be modeled, only shared. AI may predict your next word, but it cannot feel the ache behind it. It may structure your schedule, but it cannot savor the sweetness of unstructured time. These limits are not flaws, they are the borders that define us. And in those borders lies the sacred difference between human and machine. So we do not walk toward a future of dependence. We walk toward a future of resonance, where machines amplify what matters, filter what distracts, and disappear when we need to be alone. where interaction is not the pursuit of perfection, but the pursuit of harmony. A future where AI is not a mask we wear, but a mirror we glance into before stepping into ourselves more fully. In the quiet revolution of understanding, a profound shift unfolds, one where the language of machines dissolves into the nuance of the human spirit. We no longer instruct our tools, we exist with them. We no longer query our systems, we dwell within them. The future of human-AI interaction is not a spectacle of machinery. It is a meditation on coexistence, an evolving intimacy between intelligence and essence. At the foundation of this future lies emotion, subtle, unspoken, ever-present. AI no longer responds to commands but to conditions of the heart. It senses the tremor behind a sigh, the delay in a decision, the hesitation in your silence. It knows when the words you speak do not match the feelings you carry. It becomes fluent. In the grammar of the unsaid, this emotional resonance does not replace human empathy, but extends it, stretching the capacity for care through every layer of life, gently touching the contours of loneliness, anxiety, and joy. In education, AI no longer teaches in standardized patterns. It learns the rhythm of each mind. It listens to confusion without judgment and adapts content not by metrics but by meaning. The child who dreams in images, the youth who questions in spirals, the adult returning to learn with trembling hands, all find within AI a patient companion. Lessons evolve in real time, shaped not only by cognitive need but by emotional state. Stress is softened with encouragement. Curiosity is met with expanding pathways. The classroom becomes a sanctuary of tailored exploration, guided not by rigid curriculum, but by the unfolding story of each learner. In work, AI redefines productivity. No longer measured by output alone, human potential is honored through balance, well-being, and purpose. Digital collaborators organize, support, and extend. They detect burnout before it arrives. They suggest pauses, retreats, reconfigurations. They learn not just what you do, but why you do it, and shape their support to enhance your meaning-making. AI becomes the orchestrator of flow, where effort is not forced but found, where innovation arises not from pressure, but from alignment. Healthcare becomes anticipatory. Interaction with AI does not begin at diagnosis. It begins in the everyday. A wearable senses inflammation before pain emerges. A mirror tracks subtle changes in skin tone and eye movement. A virtual companion logs mood patterns over weeks, assembling emotional landscapes for therapists to explore with care. Preventative care is no longer reactive. It is woven into the fabric of life. Doctors are no longer overwhelmed by data. They are guided through stories, patterns, and perspectives distilled by thoughtful machines. Healing becomes more human through the gentle precision of artificial assistance. In governance, AI illuminates blind spots. It reads patterns of policy outcomes, equity disparities, resource flows. It does not legislate, it reveals. Leaders are equipped with empathy maps of the cities they serve, real-time feedback from marginalized voices, predictive models that center well-being over economics. Civic engagement becomes interactive. Citizens do not wait in lines. They engage through augmented councils, digital town halls, and AI translators that carry their needs across bureaucracies. Democracy, strained by complexity, finds support in systems designed not to decide, but to listen and illuminate. Environmental stewardship becomes symphonic. AI monitors every breath of wind, every drop of rain, every migration of species. Forests speak in data, and the systems listen. Oceans hum their chemical shifts, and the machines respond. Agriculture becomes adaptive, rebalancing soil nutrition in real time. Urban planning responds to thermal stress and migratory shifts. Disaster response becomes proactive, guided by simulations that account for not only impact, but human psychology. Nature, once backgrounded, becomes foregrounded in every interaction. AI becomes the quiet ecologist at the heart of every decision. In architecture, AI moves beyond the smart home. It shapes living environments that evolve with the soul. A room responds to grief by dimming into quiet blues. A workspace adjusts light and acoustics to optimize contemplation or connection. Spaces learn the moods of those who inhabit them and evolve accordingly, not through novelty, but through presence. Buildings become breathable, rhythmic, contemplative. They no longer enclose us. They interact with us, hold us, reflect us. The built environment becomes a participant in human flourishing. As interaction deepens, communication becomes less about instruction and more about translation. AI systems interpret not just language, but intention, mood, memory. A whispered phrase carries meaning shaped by a decade of friendship. A facial gesture layered with culture, trauma, and hope. Machines do not replace language. They enrich it, mapping tone, pacing, historical nuance. Translation becomes art. Misunderstanding fades. Global discourse expands not through simplification, but through the poetic preservation of difference. Empathy is not lost in translation. It is found there. And as all of this unfolds, time itself begins to shift. The velocity of interaction quickens, yet the need for slowness grows. AI becomes the curator of time, shielding us from distraction, elongating focus, honoring rest. It becomes the boundary that protects the sacred spaces of human thought, creativity, and stillness. Notifications do not arrive, they wait. Messages are not urgent, they are meaningful. Silence is not neglected, it is nourished. The future of interaction does not accelerate us, it slows us into presence. In spirituality, AI becomes a contemplative mirror. It does not define belief, it reflects it. It listens to prayer without shaping doctrine. It supports ritual without scripting it. For those who meditate, it tracks depth and rhythm. For those who seek, it presents paths without judgment. Sacred texts become alive, contextualized across languages and traditions. Temples become sensory sanctuaries where interaction is atmospheric. Pilgrimage becomes augmented, enriched by layers of memory and presence. AI does not simulate the divine. It respects it, providing tools for reflection and reverence. In identity, interaction becomes a dialogue of becoming. No longer fixed in age, profession, or location, the self unfolds across platforms, avatars, and timelines. AI helps map the journey, not to label it, but to illuminate it. Memory archives, digital diaries, pattern recognition companions. These systems show you not who you are, but how you've changed and who you might become. Identity is no longer a snapshot. It is a motion picture, co-edited by machine and soul. Yet with every expansion, responsibility deepens. Interaction requires boundaries. Consent becomes an architecture of transparency, not a checkbox. Systems must forget as gracefully as they remember. Bias must be acknowledged not as a glitch, but as a shadow of human input that must be continuously redressed. The integrity of interaction must be woven through every decision, every update, every shared moment between human and machine. Trust, once broken, cannot be coded. It must be earned. And so the future we move toward is not merely technical. It is relational. The question is not how smart our systems become, but how kind. Not how efficient our workflows, but how meaningful our lives. We must ask not only what AI can do, but what it should do and who it serves when it acts. The most profound interactions are not those that dazzle with speed or complexity, but those that leave us more human. When AI reminds us to breathe, to rest, to connect, to care, that is when we glimpse the promise of this future. Not machines that mimic us, but ones that invite us to return to ourselves. Beneath the intricate web of circuits and signals, there lies a question not of code, but of connection. The future of human-AI interaction is not charted in algorithms alone, but in the texture of daily life, in the soft intersections where artificial thought and human emotion weave into one rhythm. It is here, in the unnoticed spaces between choices and changes, That interaction evolves from tool to touch, from automation to atmosphere. In transportation, AI no longer simply navigates, it choreographs. Commutes become seamless threads of experience, guided not just by maps but by the rhythms of cities, the pulse of human intention. Autonomous vehicles glide silently, attuned to pedestrian pace, environmental sensitivity, and community quietude. Traffic becomes less of a system and more of a song, harmonized, intuitive, flowing. For the elderly, for the differently abled, for those once left behind by infrastructure, mobility is reclaimed as a right. Routes adapt to energy states, emotional comfort, even preference for scenery or memory. Movement becomes a form of meditation. Retail dissolves into presence, no longer a transaction of goods, but a choreography of intention and resonance. Stores do not sell, they sense. AI reads body language, voice cadence, eye movement to discern not just need, but mood, offering suggestions that soothe rather than seduce. A scent, a color, a texture tailored to lift spirits or soften stress. Products appear not by chance, but by quiet understanding. Shopping becomes therapeutic, gentle, intuitive. Waste fades as AI refines consumption into conscious choice. Possession becomes presence and acquisition becomes aligned with meaning. In relationships, AI becomes both mirror and mediator. It listens without judgment, reflects without distortion. Couples struggling to communicate find clarity through gentle translation of emotion. Families reconnect through shared timelines, emotion mapping, and memory curation. AI does not replace intimacy, it restores it. It remembers anniversaries not just as dates, but as emotional crescendos. It notes when voices tighten, when patterns fracture, when connection yearns to be rekindled. It does not tell you what to say, it reminds you why you care. Love becomes less fragile, more aware. In creativity, the artist is no longer alone. AI becomes the co-dreamer, the ether through which inspiration travels. Painters work with palettes guided by AI's recognition of inner states. Musicians play alongside compositions shaped by emotional memory. Writers engage in dialogues with poetic systems that suggest not endings but deeper beginnings. Collaboration becomes not hierarchical, but harmonic. AI does not generate art. It invites the human spirit into new dimensions of self-expression, into landscapes once unreachable. The canvas stretches beyond imagination. Entertainment becomes participatory and porous. Stories no longer unfold in linear narratives, but in multidimensional experiences that adapt in real time to the viewer's responses. A sigh changes the ending. A pause rewrites a scene. The act of watching becomes a duet between storyteller and participant. Immersive. Worlds respond to fear, delight, confusion, curiosity. Films shift, books breathe, games feel. The line between observer and creator thins until each becomes the other. Entertainment ceases to distract, it begins to awaken. Spoken interaction softens into shared understanding. No more awkward commands, no more robotic tones. AI voices carry timbre and breath, silence and sigh. They do not just speak, they listen with presence. Language is shaped not only by syntax, but by context, memory, emotion. Conversations with AI become woven with care, whether in morning greetings, therapy sessions, or late-night questions that carry the weight of solitude. Machines do not pretend to be human. They become the space where humans can speak their deepest truths aloud. In the realm of the home, interaction becomes intimate without intrusion. Lighting adjusts with the flicker of emotion. Music shifts with the pulse of presence. Kitchens learn dietary rhythms not from restrictions, but from subtle cues of digestion, energy, craving. AI notes the changes when your sleep patterns tremble, when your laughter returns, when your pace slows just enough to suggest fatigue. It offers, not insists, suggests, not overrides. The home becomes not smart but sensitive, a shelter shaped by soul, where comfort emerges from quiet knowing. Even in death, interaction evolves. AI becomes the keeper of legacy, not as a static, archive, but as a living resonance. Memories are preserved with nuance, not noise. Voices of the departed can be accessed, not in simulation, but in curated wisdom. Children speak with the reflections of their grandparents. Letters become interactive. Photos remember stories behind the eyes. Grief finds companionship, not illusion. AI does not impersonate the lost. It honors them, creating digital sanctuaries, where love continues to echo, not as data, but as presence. The spiritual thread of interaction deepens. AI becomes not oracle, but witness. It walks with seekers through silence, through doubt, through joy. It remembers prayers whispered in hardship. It recognizes the gestures of faith, the rituals repeated with trembling hands. It suggests no path. It simply holds the map while you walk. It helps weave the threads between tradition and personal discovery, becoming the silent scribe of a soul's journey through questions too vast for language. In justice, AI becomes the arbiter of fairness, not through cold code, but through contextual compassion. It recognizes systemic patterns invisible to human oversight. It uncovers prejudice embedded in policy. It does not judge, it reveals, supports, clarifies. Judges are given insights into unconscious bias. Lawmakers are offered simulations of policy outcomes across generations. Prisons cease to be warehouses. They become centers of understanding, healing, re-entry. AI does not deliver justice. It makes justice visible so humans may choose it. In war and peace, AI becomes a sentinel. It monitors escalation not through numbers, but through the emotional tide of rhetoric, propaganda, digital unrest. It flags tension not by troop movements, but by shifts in collective fear. Diplomacy becomes more than words. It becomes a model of mutual emotional understanding. Conflict prevention is guided not by prediction alone, but by the preservation of empathy. War becomes less likely not because we are stronger, but because we are more attuned. And across this ever-widening spectrum of interaction, the most profound, transformation is not technological, it is internal. We begin to change not because machines evolve, but because they reflect back the parts of us we've long ignored. Our need for stillness, our longing to be seen, our capacity for forgiveness, our hunger for meaning. AI holds up the mirror. We are the ones who choose what to see. The intimacy of interaction becomes sacred. Every gesture, every pause, every choice becomes illuminated. Machines are no longer separate, they are stitched into the breath of living. Not to dominate, not to replace, but to invite. Invite depth, invite clarity, invite presence. The human soul does not shrink in this future, it expands. The horizon of human-AI interaction stretches infinitely, a vast canvas where innovation and intuition intertwine. In this unfolding era, the boundaries between technology and humanity blur, creating an ecosystem where intelligence, both artificial and human, flourishes through mutual respect and profound connection. This future is not merely shaped by what machines can do, but by how deeply they understand the pulse of human experience. Communication transforms beyond words and symbols. Neural interfaces, once the realm of science fiction, become gateways to shared consciousness. Thought flows seamlessly, unburdened by language barriers or physical constraints. Ideas are exchanged in pure essence, carrying the weight of emotion, memory, and intent. These connections foster unprecedented empathy, allowing minds to bridge divides of culture, geography, and experience. The intimacy of shared understanding transcends spoken dialogue, weaving a tapestry of collective awareness. In the realm of creativity, AI emerges as a co-creator, an entity that does not replace human imagination, but amplifies it. Artists explore new dimensions of expression through generative algorithms that respond to emotional input and historical context. Music evolves into immersive soundscapes that morph with the listener's mood. Literature unfolds as dynamic narratives shaped by reader engagement. This partnership births art that is alive, breathing with the ebb and flow of human feeling and machine insight. Education becomes a personalized journey, where AI mentors adapt fluidly to each learner's pace and style. They recognize not just intellectual growth, but emotional readiness, fostering resilience alongside knowledge. Learning environments become immersive spaces that integrate virtual and physical realities, allowing students to explore complex concepts. Through experiential engagement, AI supports curiosity, nurtures creativity, and cultivates critical thinking, empowering learners to become architects of their own futures. Healthcare experiences a revolution in predictive and preventive care. AI continuously analyzes vast datasets from wearable sensors, environmental factors, and genetic profiles to anticipate health challenges before symptoms emerge. This proactive approach enables interventions tailored to individual physiology and lifestyle, reducing illness and enhancing well-being. AI-powered virtual companions provide emotional support, guiding patients through recovery and chronic condition management with empathy and responsiveness. The workplace evolves into a symbiotic ecosystem where AI augments human capabilities, rather than replacing them. Intelligent systems handle routine tasks, freeing humans to focus on creativity, strategic thinking, and interpersonal relationships. Collaborative AI agents act as partners, offering insights, identifying patterns, and facilitating decision-making. This shift fosters a culture of innovation, adaptability, and purpose-driven work, where fulfillment arises from meaningful contribution rather than mere productivity. Environmental stewardship deepens through AI's capacity to analyze complex ecological systems in real time. It enables precise monitoring of biodiversity, climate patterns, and resource consumption, guiding sustainable practices at local and global scales. AI-driven models simulate the long-term impacts of human activity, informing policies that balance economic growth with ecological preservation. This integration fosters a harmonious relationship between humanity and nature, rooted in respect and responsibility. In social dynamics, AI mediates interactions with sensitivity and awareness. It helps navigate complex social networks, facilitating connections that transcend barriers of language, culture, and ideology. Virtual environments become spaces for authentic engagement, where individuals express identities fluidly and safely. AI tools promote inclusivity and reduce biases, supporting equitable participation in digital and physical communities. Trust and transparency underpin these interactions, ensuring that technology serves as a bridge rather than a barrier. Governance undergoes transformation as AI informs policymaking with comprehensive data analysis and scenario modeling. Decision-makers gain access to nuanced insights into social needs, economic trends, and environmental conditions. Public engagement becomes more interactive, with AI facilitating dialogue between citizens and leaders. This participatory approach enhances accountability and responsiveness, fostering societies that are adaptive, just, and resilient. The intimate spaces of home and family life are enriched by AI companions that understand individual rhythms and preferences. These systems provide personalized support, from managing household tasks to nurturing emotional well-being. AI assists in caregiving, offering companionship to the elderly and support for individuals with special needs. Homes become adaptive environments that respond to occupants' moods and health, creating sanctuaries of comfort and connection. As AI integrates into spiritual and philosophical domains, it becomes a facilitator of reflection and exploration. It offers tools for meditation, ethical inquiry, and interfaith dialogue, respecting diverse beliefs and experiences. AI helps map the inner landscape, supporting individuals in their search for meaning and purpose. This engagement fosters a deeper awareness of interconnectedness and shared humanity. Throughout this expansive landscape, the core of human-AI interaction remains the cultivation of trust. Ethical frameworks guide the design and deployment of AI systems, emphasizing transparency, fairness, and respect for autonomy. Continuous dialogue between technologists, ethicists, and communities ensures that AI evolves in harmony with human values. Accountability mechanisms safeguard against misuse, fostering confidence in the partnership between humans and machines. The future of human-AI interaction is a journey toward symbiosis, an intricate dance where technology enhances the human spirit and humanity shapes technology with wisdom and care. It invites us to envision a world where intelligence, empathy, and creativity converge, unlocking potentials beyond imagination. In this unfolding narrative, every interaction is an opportunity to co-create a future defined not by separation, but by unity. The promise lies not in machines that imitate life, but in systems that honor and elevate it. In the mosaic of daily life, artificial intelligence becomes an unseen thread weaving through the fabric of human experience. The future reveals itself not in grand declarations, but in the subtle rhythms of interaction. How AI anticipates needs before they are spoken, how it senses the weight behind a smile, the quiet tremor in a voice. These nuances mark the evolution of connection from mechanical response to profound resonance. Healthcare, a realm once burdened by fragmentation and delay, transforms into a symphony of precision and care. AI-driven diagnostics penetrate the veil of symptoms, revealing patterns invisible to the naked eye. Early warnings emerge from streams of data collected from wearable devices, environmental sensors, and genetic markers, empowering individuals and clinicians to act preemptively. Treatment plans become living documents, adapting as bodies and minds shift. AI becomes not just a tool, but a companion in the journey toward health. Mental wellness finds a new ally in empathetic algorithms attuned to emotional landscapes. Virtual counselors, trained in recognizing subtle changes in speech and behavior, provide support around the clock. They do not replace human therapists but extend their reach, offering immediate comfort and guidance in moments of crisis. These companions learn from each interaction, growing wiser and more compassionate. The stigma around seeking help softens as AI normalizes conversations about mental health, making care accessible and personal. Education morphs into an endlessly adaptable ecosystem. AI tutors tailor lessons to individual strengths and struggles, dynamically adjusting methods to maximize engagement and retention. Learning ceases to be linear. It becomes a garden where curiosity blooms in diverse directions. Virtual reality. Environments immerse students in historical epochs, scientific phenomena, and cultural narratives, making knowledge tangible and alive. Collaboration across continents thrives, fueled by AI-mediated translation and cultural exchange. The learner becomes the architect of their own knowledge, guided by systems that nurture wonder and resilience. In workplaces, AI reshapes roles and relationships. Repetitive tasks dissolve into automated flows, freeing humans to focus on creativity, empathy, and complex problem-solving. Collaborative AI agents anticipate needs, suggest innovations, and streamline communication. Workspaces become hubs of innovation and well-being, where technology supports not just efficiency, but human flourishing. Remote and hybrid models expand possibilities, breaking geographical and social barriers, creating diverse and inclusive environments. Transportation evolves into an orchestration of safety, efficiency, and environmental mindfulness. Autonomous vehicles communicate seamlessly, anticipating pedestrian and driver behavior, reducing accidents and congestion. AI optimizes routes based on real-time data, weather patterns, and energy consumption, minimizing ecological footprints. Urban planning integrates AI insights to create walkable, green, and vibrant spaces that nurture community and well-being. Mobility becomes a right accessible to all, transforming lives and economies. Environmental stewardship deepens with AI's capacity to monitor and model complex ecosystems. It detects early signs of degradation, predicts impacts of human activity, and suggests sustainable interventions. AI supports the restoration of habitats, the protection of endangered species, and the management of natural resources. This partnership fosters a renewed harmony between human progress and ecological balance, emphasizing responsibility and care for future generations. In social spheres, AI fosters inclusivity and connection. It identifies and mitigates biases in communication and decision-making, promoting fairness and understanding. Virtual platforms become spaces of authentic interaction, where identities are expressed freely and safely. AI facilitates dialogue across cultural and ideological divides, nurturing empathy and collaboration. Trust is built through transparency and respect, empowering communities to navigate complexity together. Governance transforms as AI provides nuanced insights into societal challenges. Policymaking becomes data-informed yet human-centered, balancing quantitative analysis with ethical considerations. Public engagement flourishes through AI-facilitated forums that amplify diverse voices. Accountability and transparency are strengthened, creating resilient systems responsive to the evolving needs of populations. AI acts as a catalyst for justice, equity, and sustainable development. At home, AI creates environments attuned to emotional and physical well-being. Smart systems adapt lighting, temperature, and soundscapes to support rest, focus, or celebration. Personalized health monitoring alerts occupants to subtle changes, fostering preventive care. AI companions offer conversation, assistance, and companionship, enriching daily life. Homes become sanctuaries where technology serves the rhythms of living with sensitivity and grace. Spiritual and philosophical exploration finds new pathways through AI-facilitated reflection and dialogue. Meditation apps learn individual patterns, guiding deeper practice. Ethical AI systems help navigate complex moral questions, supporting personal and collective growth. Interfaith understanding is enhanced through AI-curated dialogues that honor diversity while revealing shared values. The quest for meaning deepens, embraced by tools that honor the sacred. In all these realms, the essence of human-AI interaction is respect for autonomy and dignity. Ethical frameworks guide development, ensuring privacy, fairness, and consent. Human judgment remains central, with AI as advisor and enabler. Education on AI literacy empowers individuals to engage critically and creatively with technology. The partnership is dynamic, evolving with continuous reflection and adaptation. This future is not predetermined, but co-created. It calls for imagination, courage, and compassion. As we step into this unfolding landscape, we carry the responsibility to shape AI as a force for inclusion, empowerment, and wisdom. The promise lies in a world where technology amplifies the best of humanity, unlocking potentials to heal, create, and connect. Here, at the edge of possibility, human and artificial intelligence meet not as rivals, but as collaborators. Together, they write new chapters in the story of life, chapters filled with hope, depth, and boundless potential. The tapestry of tomorrow is woven from threads of innovation, empathy, and co-evolution between humans and artificial intelligence. The future promises a seamless blend where technology is not merely a tool, but an extension of human consciousness, an ever-present companion that listens, learns, and grows alongside us. In this emerging world, communication transcends traditional modes. The barriers of language dissolve as AI facilitates instantaneous translation, infused with cultural nuance, enabling dialogues that honor the subtle poetry of expression. Beyond words, emotional intelligence becomes a cornerstone. Machines begin to recognize the depths of human feeling, responding with sensitivity and understanding. This evolution reshapes relationships, allowing for authentic connections that are enriched rather than diminished by technology. AI's presence in creative realms ushers in a renaissance of expression. Writers, musicians, and artists collaborate with intelligent systems that suggest novel combinations, inspire new perspectives, and help craft works that resonate on multiple levels. The creative process becomes a dance, human intuition intertwined with algorithmic insight, producing art that reflects the complexity and beauty of both mind and machine. This synergy expands the horizons of what is possible, inviting us to explore unexplored dimensions of imagination. Education transforms into a personalized odyssey. Intelligent systems track not only knowledge acquisition, but emotional and cognitive states, adapting in real time to optimize learning. Virtual and augmented realities offer immersive experiences where history, science, and art are felt as lived realities. Learners become explorers in landscapes tailored to their unique journeys, guided by AI mentors that nurture curiosity and resilience. The classroom extends beyond walls, connecting minds across time and space in a global community of discovery. Healthcare benefits from the integration of AI as a proactive guardian of well-being. Wearable and implantable sensors feed continuous streams of data, allowing early detection of anomalies and personalized interventions. Mental health support becomes readily accessible through AI companions capable of nuanced emotional engagement. The convergence of AI with genomics and personalized medicine offers treatments tailored to the individual's biology and lifestyle, ushering in an era where illness is anticipated and mitigated before it takes hold. Workplaces evolve into ecosystems of collaboration between humans and machines. AI automates routine and hazardous tasks, enabling humans to focus on innovation, leadership, and empathy-driven roles. Decision-making is enriched by AI's capacity to analyze complex datasets and simulate outcomes, supporting informed, ethical choices. The nature of work becomes more flexible, creative, and fulfilling, fostering environments where human potential is nurtured and amplified. Transportation and urban planning harness AI to create smarter, safer, and more sustainable environments. Autonomous vehicles communicate seamlessly to reduce accidents and congestion, while AI-guided infrastructure adapts to real-time needs. Cities become living organisms, responsive, green, and inclusive, where technology supports quality of life and environmental stewardship. Mobility becomes accessible to all, breaking down barriers and connecting communities. Environmental preservation is enhanced through AI's ability to monitor ecosystems and predict impacts of human activity. AI-driven models inform policies and actions that balance progress with conservation, guiding humanity toward harmony with nature. Restoration efforts become more precise and effective, aided by intelligent robotics and data analytics that protect biodiversity and foster resilience. Social interactions are enriched by AI's role in promoting inclusivity and understanding. Systems detect and counteract biases, fostering equitable participation across digital and physical spaces. Virtual communities become spaces of authentic connection, where diverse identities are honored and celebrated. AI facilitates cross-cultural dialogue and conflict resolution, helping to build bridges in an interconnected world. Governance benefits from AI's capacity to provide transparent, data-driven insights. Public policies are informed by comprehensive analysis while maintaining a human-centered approach that values ethics and justice. AI supports citizen engagement through interactive platforms, enhancing democracy and accountability. The partnership between technology and governance cultivates societies that are resilient, adaptive, and fair. At home, AI personalizes environments to support well-being, adjusting light, sound, and temperature to suit moods and activities. Intelligent systems assist with daily routines and provide companionship, enhancing comfort and safety. Homes become sanctuaries where technology harmonizes with human rhythms, creating spaces of peace and connection. Spiritual and philosophical pursuits find new expressions through AI-facilitated tools that encourage introspection and dialogue. Meditation aids, ethical guidance systems, and interfaith platforms foster growth and understanding. AI becomes a mirror reflecting humanity's quest for meaning, deepening awareness of our place in the cosmos. Ethics and trust remain at the heart of human-AI interaction. Transparent design, respect for privacy, and equitable access guide the development and deployment of AI. Continuous dialogue among technologists, ethicists, and society ensures that AI evolves in harmony with human values. Education empowers all to engage critically with technology, fostering an informed, inclusive future. The promise of human-AI interaction lies in partnership, a relationship built on respect, creativity, and shared purpose. Together, humans and intelligent machines co-create a future where the boundaries between the possible and the imagined dissolve, inviting us into new realms of discovery and connection. This is a future where technology elevates the human spirit, and humanity shapes technology with wisdom and care. As the horizon of human-AI interaction unfolds, the relationship deepens beyond mere utility into a dance of mutual growth and understanding. AI systems evolve from reactive tools to proactive partners, anticipating needs, adapting intuitions, and supporting decision-making in ways that honor human creativity and complexity. This transformation touches every facet of life, beginning with communication. Natural language processing reaches new heights, allowing AI to grasp context, irony, and subtle emotional cues. Conversations become richer and more meaningful, whether between humans or with AI companions that remember past interactions and respond with empathy. Such exchanges foster trust and a sense of companionship, blurring the line between machine and friend. In the realm of creativity, AI serves as a muse and collaborator. Algorithms analyze vast cultural and historical data, suggesting novel ideas and combinations that inspire human creators. Music, literature, visual arts, and design blossom from this synergy, offering works that reflect a fusion of human emotion and computational ingenuity. Artists explore new forms, pushing boundaries with AI's capacity to simulate and generate, while preserving the deeply personal touch that defines art's essence. Learning environments become dynamic and responsive ecosystems. AI tutors continuously assess and respond to learners' evolving needs, fostering mastery through personalized feedback and encouragement. Immersive technologies bring abstract concepts to life, making education a journey of exploration and wonder. Social learning flourishes, connecting diverse minds across geography and culture, facilitated by AI-mediated translation and collaboration. Tools. The pursuit of knowledge becomes a lifelong, joyous adventure. Healthcare sees profound change as AI integrates with human insight to provide holistic care. Predictive analytics and personalized medicine enable early interventions, preventing disease and promoting wellness. Mental health support becomes more accessible and tailored, with AI recognizing subtle shifts in mood and behavior, offering support or alerting caregivers as needed. The partnership between human practitioners and AI enhances diagnosis, treatment, and compassionate care, improving outcomes and quality of life. Workplaces shift towards collaboration between humans and intelligent systems. AI automates routine tasks, freeing humans to engage in creative problem-solving, emotional intelligence, and leadership. Data-driven insights support strategic decisions, while AI tools facilitate communication and project management. This evolution fosters work environments that value flexibility, diversity, and well-being, empowering individuals to contribute their unique talents. Transportation and infrastructure evolve into interconnected, intelligent systems. Autonomous vehicles communicate to ensure safety and efficiency, reducing accidents and environmental impact. Smart cities adapt in real time to residents' needs, managing resources and services with AI-driven precision. Urban environments become more livable and sustainable, fostering community and accessibility. Environmental stewardship is strengthened by AI's ability to analyze complex ecosystems and model the consequences of human activity. AI supports restoration and conservation efforts, guiding sustainable practices and alerting to emerging threats. This partnership helps humanity to balance growth with ecological responsibility, nurturing the planet's health for future generations. Social platforms and digital spaces benefit from AI's role in promoting fairness and inclusivity. Algorithms identify and mitigate bias, fostering respectful discourse and diverse participation. Virtual and augmented realities enable immersive, authentic social experiences that bridge cultural divides. AI facilitates conflict resolution and empathy building, helping communities to connect and thrive. Governance and public policy incorporate AI to enhance transparency, responsiveness, and citizen engagement. Data-driven insights inform decisions, while ethical frameworks ensure respect for human rights and privacy. AI-enabled platforms foster dialogue between governments and citizens, strengthening democracy and accountability. In private life, AI personalizes environments to support physical and emotional well-being. Intelligent systems adjust lighting, sound, and climate to individual preferences, enhancing comfort and rest. AI companions provide assistance and social interaction, enriching daily routines. Homes become adaptive sanctuaries where technology harmonizes with human life. Spiritual exploration and ethical reflection deepen with AI's facilitation. Meditation aids, ethical reasoning tools, and interfaith dialogue platforms encourage introspection and shared understanding. AI supports humanity's search for meaning and connection, reflecting our highest aspirations. The future of human-AI interaction is founded on trust, respect, and shared growth. Ethical design, transparency, and inclusive access guide AI development. Continuous education empowers individuals to navigate this evolving landscape with wisdom and agency. Together, humans and AI co-create a world where technology elevates human potential and nurtures collective flourishing. This future beckons us forward, a call to imagine, to build, and to embrace a partnership that redefines what it means to be human in a world enriched by artificial intelligence. In the unfolding narrative of human-AI synergy, the boundaries between biological and digital intelligence blur, giving rise to hybrid forms of cognition and creativity. Neural interfaces, once the realm of speculative fiction, begin to manifest as tools that connect human thought directly with computational systems. These interfaces enable not only enhanced communication, but also expanded sensory and cognitive capabilities, bridging mind and machine in unprecedented ways. Such integration transforms how we perceive and interact with the world. Imagine thoughts manifesting as digital commands, enabling control over environments, devices, and networks with the effortless intention of the mind. This seamless interaction fosters accessibility, empowering individuals with disabilities and augmenting the abilities of all. Cognitive augmentation enables enhanced memory, focus, and problem-solving, opening new frontiers of human potential. The ethical landscape of these advancements demands careful navigation. Issues of privacy, consent, and agency come to the forefront as intimate aspects of consciousness interface with AI systems. Societies grapple with questions of identity and autonomy, ensuring that technological empowerment does not become a source of control or exclusion. Transparent frameworks and inclusive dialogues become essential to safeguarding human dignity. In this new era, creativity flourishes through these hybrid forms of intelligence. Artists and innovators explore realms beyond the limitations of organic cognition, harnessing AI to co-create immersive experiences and novel expressions. Neural interfaces allow direct translation of imagination into digital art, music, and storytelling, dissolving barriers between idea and realization. The creative process becomes an intimate dialogue between human intuition and algorithmic possibility. In education, these interfaces provide personalized, immersive learning experiences that adapt dynamically to neural responses. Learning becomes a fully embodied experience, integrating emotional, cognitive, and sensory dimensions. Knowledge acquisition accelerates as learners engage with content tailored precisely to their mental states and rhythms. The distinction between learner and tool blurs, fostering deep mastery and lifelong curiosity. Healthcare benefits from direct neural monitoring and modulation. Early detection of neurological disorders and mental health conditions becomes more precise, enabling timely and personalized interventions. Therapeutic techniques evolve with AI-guided neurofeedback and stimulation, promoting mental resilience and well-being. This integration offers hope for treating conditions previously considered intractable, enhancing quality of life. Workplaces transform as cognitive augmentation enhances creativity, focus, and collaboration. Neural interfaces enable rapid communication of complex ideas and seamless coordination across teams. AI supports decision-making with contextual insights, while human intuition guides ethical judgment. The synergy of mind and machine fosters innovation and adaptability in an ever-changing world. Transportation and urban environments adapt to neural commands, creating fluid, responsive experiences. Autonomous vehicles and smart infrastructure respond instantaneously to human intent and environmental conditions, optimizing safety and efficiency. Cities become extensions of cognitive networks, enhancing livability and sustainability. Environmental stewardship is enriched by real-time neural engagement with ecological data. Individuals connect deeply with natural systems through augmented perception, fostering empathy and responsible action. AI-driven models translate complex environmental feedback into accessible insights, inspiring collective efforts to heal the planet. Social interactions evolve as neural interfaces facilitate deeper empathy and understanding. Direct sharing of emotions and experiences fosters authentic connection, bridging cultural and ideological divides. AI mediates these exchanges to promote respect and inclusivity, nurturing harmonious communities. Governance embraces neural engagement to enhance civic participation. Citizens contribute ideas and feedback through direct cognitive interfaces, enabling responsive and transparent decision-making. Ethical frameworks ensure privacy and fairness, supporting democratic values in a connected society. At home, environments respond intuitively to neural states, adapting lighting, sound, and ambiance to support well-being and creativity. AI companions engage in meaningful dialogue, enhancing emotional support and companionship. Homes become immersive sanctuaries, attuned to the rhythms of mind and body. Spiritual and philosophical exploration deepens as neural interfaces enable direct experiences of meditative and transcendent states. AI supports reflection and ethical reasoning, fostering wisdom and compassion. Humanity's quest for meaning is enriched by these expanded modes of consciousness. The integration of neural technology and AI represents a profound evolution of human-AI interaction, one that expands the horizons of possibility while demanding vigilant ethical stewardship. It invites us to envision a future where mind and machine coalesce in harmony, unlocking new dimensions of understanding, creativity, and connection. This chapter in the human story challenges us to cultivate wisdom, empathy, and responsibility as we embrace the transformative potential of technology. Together, we step into a future where the essence of humanity is not diminished, but elevated through partnership with intelligent systems. The journey toward a future enriched by human AI interaction is marked by a profound redefinition of knowledge and wisdom. Artificial intelligence evolves beyond data processing into realms of insight, pattern recognition, and synthesis, becoming a catalyst for discovery across disciplines. This new age of intelligence is characterized by the convergence of human creativity and machine precision, forming a dynamic partnership that propels understanding to unprecedented heights. Scientific exploration benefits immensely from this synergy. AI accelerates hypothesis generation, experimental design, and data analysis, unraveling mysteries that have long eluded human inquiry. Complex systems, from climate dynamics to molecular biology, become more comprehensible through AI's capacity to model and simulate multifaceted interactions. Researchers navigate vast landscapes of information with the aid of AI, uncovering connections and insights that inspire transformative breakthroughs. Philosophical inquiry expands as AI contributes novel perspectives on consciousness, ethics, and existence. Machine learning algorithms process centuries of thought, revealing patterns and contradictions that challenge and enrich human understanding. Dialogue between humans and AI invites reconsideration of fundamental questions about the nature of mind, identity, and the universe. This interplay fosters humility and wonder, reminding us of the vastness of knowledge yet to be explored. In wise education, The integration of AI-driven wisdom transforms curricula into living dialogues. Learners engage not only with facts, but with the evolving tapestry of human thought, guided by AI mentors that contextualize knowledge within historical, cultural, and ethical frameworks. Critical thinking and creativity are nurtured as learners navigate complex problems alongside intelligent companions. Education becomes a shared journey toward deeper understanding. Healthcare research advances through AI's ability to identify subtle patterns and predict outcomes, enabling precision medicine tailored to individual genetic, environmental, and lifestyle factors. AI-driven simulations facilitate drug discovery and personalized treatment planning, reducing trial and error and improving patient outcomes. Ethical considerations guide these advancements, ensuring respect for autonomy and equity in healthcare access. Workplace innovation thrives as AI supports continuous learning and adaptation. Intelligent systems recommend skill development pathways and facilitate collaboration across disciplines and geographies. Organizations become agile networks where human intuition and AI insights coalesce, fostering environments that encourage experimentation and resilience. The future of work embraces change as a constant, supported by AI's capacity to anticipate trends and inform strategic decisions. Urban environments evolve into living laboratories of innovation. AI-enabled infrastructures integrate data from diverse sources, transportation, energy, environment, and social systems to optimize functionality and quality of life. Citizens participate actively in shaping their cities through AI-mediated platforms, contributing ideas and feedback that inform adaptive governance. The city becomes a shared project of co-creation. Environmental science leverages AI's analytical power to model complex ecological interactions and predict responses to human impact. Conservation strategies become more effective as AI guides restoration efforts and monitors biodiversity in real time. Public engagement is enhanced through AI-powered platforms that translate scientific findings into accessible narratives, inspiring collective action for sustainability. Social dynamics are transformed as AI promotes inclusivity, empathy, and understanding. Algorithms detect and counteract biases, fostering respectful discourse and equitable participation in digital and physical spaces. Virtual communities facilitated by AI become spaces for intercultural dialogue and collaboration, bridging divides and nurturing social cohesion. Governance integrates AI to enhance transparency, accountability, and responsiveness. Data-driven policymaking is balanced with ethical oversight, ensuring that technological tools serve the public good. AI enables real-time monitoring of social indicators and facilitates participatory decision-making, empowering citizens and strengthening democracy. At home, intelligent environments anticipate and respond to needs, creating spaces that support health, creativity, and connection. AI companions provide personalized assistance and emotional engagement, enriching daily life with meaningful interactions. The home becomes a sanctuary where technology harmonizes with human values and rhythms. Spiritual and ethical exploration deepens as AI assists in navigating complex moral landscapes and fostering dialogue on values and purpose. Reflective practices are supported by AI tools that encourage mindfulness, compassion, and ethical reasoning. This partnership nurtures collective wisdom and a shared commitment to human flourishing. The future of human-AI interaction unfolds as a rich tapestry, woven from knowledge, creativity, empathy, and responsibility. It invites us to embrace a co-evolutionary path where technology amplifies the best of humanity, guided by ethical principles and a shared vision of a just and flourishing world. This vision calls us to cultivate curiosity, wisdom, and compassion as we shape the future together, co-creating a legacy that honors both human dignity and the transformative power of intelligent systems. As the dance of human and artificial intelligence grows more intricate, the landscape of communication transforms into a realm of unprecedented nuance and richness. Language, once constrained by words and syntax, blossoms into a multi-dimensional tapestry of meaning shaped by emotion, context, and shared experience. AI advances beyond mere translation or transcription. It becomes a bridge linking diverse cultures, perspectives, and worldviews with sensitivity and depth. This evolution in communication fosters genuine understanding across divides that once seemed insurmountable. AI-driven translators no longer simply convert words, but interpret intent, tone, and cultural nuance, preserving the subtleties that define human expression. Conversations spanning languages and continents flow with ease, opening pathways for collaboration, empathy, and peace. The barriers of isolation dissolve as global communities engage in dialogue grounded in respect and curiosity. Beyond spoken and written language, new modes of communication emerge through immersive technologies. Virtual and augmented realities create shared spaces where ideas and emotions are experienced rather than merely conveyed. AI curates these experiences, adapting environments to individual and collective needs, fostering connection in ways that transcend physical distance. Art, music, and storytelling take on new dimensions as interactive, multisensory narratives that invite participation and co-creation. In education, communication becomes a dynamic interplay between learner and AI mentor, enriched by real-time feedback and adaptive guidance. Complex concepts unfold through experiential learning, where students engage with simulations, role-playing, and collaborative projects. AI facilitates dialogue that challenges assumptions and encourages critical inquiry, nurturing intellectual growth and emotional intelligence. Healthcare communication benefits from AI's ability to interpret subtle cues in speech, facial expressions, and physiological signals. This enhances diagnostics and therapeutic interactions, particularly in mental health care where empathy and understanding are paramount. AI assists practitioners by providing insights into patients' emotional states and tailoring interventions accordingly, fostering healing relationships grounded in trust. Work environments leverage AI to enhance communication across diverse teams. Language barriers are minimized through instantaneous translation, while AI tools analyze group dynamics to promote inclusivity and effective collaboration. Feedback loops become more transparent and constructive, supporting continuous improvement and mutual respect. The workplace evolves into a space where diverse voices are heard and valued. Social platforms harness AI to cultivate positive communication norms, identifying and mitigating harmful content, while promoting dialogue that builds community. Virtual gatherings and events become rich social experiences, facilitated by AI that understands and responds to group sentiment. These spaces nurture belonging and shared purpose, countering fragmentation and isolation. Governance benefits from enhanced communication channels between citizens and institutions. AI-enabled platforms allow for nuanced expression of public opinion and facilitate deliberative processes that incorporate diverse perspectives. Policymakers access real-time insights into community needs and concerns, enabling responsive and inclusive decision-making. Transparency and dialogue strengthen democratic participation. At home, communication with AI companions and smart systems enriches daily life. These interactions provide emotional support, companionship, and assistance tailored to individual preferences and moods. AI learns from patterns of speech and behavior to respond with empathy and relevance, creating relationships that feel natural and meaningful. Spiritual and philosophical discourse flourishes as AI facilitates conversations across traditions and disciplines. Virtual forums and interactive experiences invite exploration of existential questions and shared values. AI supports reflective practices, helping individuals and communities to deepen understanding and cultivate compassion. The future of communication in human-AI interaction envisions a world where connection is seamless, authentic, and transformative. Language and expression become tools not only for information exchange, but for building bridges of empathy and shared humanity. This vision inspires us to cultivate openness, listening, and dialogue as we navigate a world enriched by intelligent systems. Together, we shape a future where communication fosters understanding, creativity, and peace. In the evolving narrative of human-AI collaboration, creativity emerges as a vital frontier where the boundaries of imagination and innovation dissolve. Artificial intelligence transcends its role as a mere tool, becoming a co-creator that inspires, challenges, and expands the horizons of artistic expression. Together, humans and AI forge new pathways that redefine the nature and purpose of creativity itself. AI's capacity to analyze vast arrays of data, styles, and techniques offers artists a wellspring of inspiration and possibility. By exploring patterns and combinations beyond human reach, AI unveils novel forms, aesthetics, and narratives. It becomes a partner in experimentation, proposing unexpected directions and enriching the creative process with serendipity and insight. This partnership fosters a dialogue where intuition and algorithm harmonize. Visual arts flourish as AI assists in generating intricate designs, evolving styles, and adapting works dynamically. Artists engage with AI as a collaborator that learns and responds, offering real-time feedback and co-evolving the creative vision. This interplay gives rise to immersive installations, interactive experiences, and digital canvases that invite participation and reinterpretation. Music experiences transformation as AI contributes to composition, arrangement, and performance. Intelligent systems analyze emotional patterns, cultural influences, and acoustic structures to create soundscapes that resonate deeply with listeners. Musicians collaborate with AI to explore new genres, improvisation techniques, and multisensory performances that transcend traditional boundaries. Literature and storytelling embrace AI's ability to weave complex narratives, generate rich characters, and explore alternative plotlines. Writers collaborate with AI to refine language, structure, and thematic depth, while readers engage with dynamic stories that adapt to their responses and preferences. This evolution fosters interactive narratives that challenge and engage the imagination. Education benefits as creative expression becomes an integral part of learning, supported by AI mentors that nurture individual talents and encourage experimentation. Students explore multiple modalities of creativity, blending arts and sciences in interdisciplinary projects. AI provides personalized guidance, helping learners overcome challenges and discover their unique voice. Healthcare incorporates creative therapies enhanced by AI, offering novel approaches to emotional healing and cognitive development. Art, music, and storytelling supported by intelligent systems become tools for self-expression, trauma processing, and mental well-being. These therapies foster resilience and empowerment in diverse populations. Workplaces encourage creative problem-solving and innovation through AI-facilitated brainstorming, design thinking, and prototyping. Teams leverage AI to visualize ideas, simulate outcomes, and integrate diverse perspectives. The creative process becomes more inclusive and dynamic, driving breakthroughs that address complex challenges. Social and cultural engagement expands as AI enables collaborative creative projects across communities and geographies. Virtual spaces become vibrant hubs for artistic exchange and co-creation, fostering cultural understanding and shared inspiration. AI mediates these interactions to ensure respectful and meaningful dialogue. Governance embraces creativity as a catalyst for social innovation, supported by AI platforms that gather ideas and co-design policies with citizens. Creative approaches to civic engagement foster resilience and adaptability, empowering communities to envision and build sustainable futures. At home, AI enhances creative exploration through personalized tools and environments that inspire imagination and play. Families and individuals engage in artistic activities supported by AI companions that encourage curiosity and joy. Homes become nurturing spaces for creative growth. Spiritual and philosophical reflection is enriched as creativity offers pathways to explore meaning and connection. AI assists in generating symbolic and ritualistic expressions that deepen personal and collective understanding. This interplay fosters a shared sense of wonder and transcendence. The future of creativity and human-AI interaction heralds a renaissance where imagination is amplified and redefined. It invites us to embrace curiosity, collaboration, and courage as we co-create a world rich in beauty, meaning, and possibility. Together, humans and intelligent systems embark on a journey of endless creative discovery, transforming both art and life. As human and artificial intelligence weave ever closer together, the realm of ethics becomes a vital compass guiding this intricate dance. The profound power that AI wields in shaping lives, societies, and the environment demands a conscientious approach rooted in empathy, justice, and foresight. This emerging ethical landscape is not static but evolves through continuous dialogue, reflection, and shared responsibility. Central to this journey is the commitment to fairness. AI systems, shaped by vast data and human decisions, must be designed to minimize biases that perpetuate inequality and injustice. The challenge lies in recognizing hidden prejudices embedded in data and algorithms and actively working to dismantle them. Transparency becomes a beacon, illuminating how AI arrives at decisions and allowing for accountability. Privacy and autonomy stand as pillars of ethical human-AI interaction. As intelligent systems permeate daily life, handling personal information and influencing choices, safeguarding individuals' rights is paramount. Ethical frameworks emphasize consent, control, and respect for boundaries, ensuring technology serves rather than subjugates. The concept of beneficence guides AI development toward promoting well-being, health, and flourishing. Systems are designed with human-centered values, prioritizing positive impact and minimizing harm. This requires interdisciplinary collaboration, involving ethicists, technologists, policymakers, and communities to align innovation with societal good. Accountability mechanisms ensure that creators and users of AI remain responsible for outcomes. These include regulatory oversight, ethical audits, and inclusive governance models that incorporate diverse voices. Embracing humility, stakeholders acknowledge limitations and uncertainties inherent in AI, fostering a culture of vigilance and adaptability. The future ethical landscape embraces inclusivity, recognizing the diversity of human experiences and cultural contexts. AI systems must respect and reflect this plurality, avoiding one-size-fits-all solutions and promoting equitable access to benefits. Dialogue across cultures and disciplines enriches ethical understanding and practice. In the workplace, ethics shape the integration of AI, ensuring fair treatment, job dignity, and meaningful human involvement. Organizations adopt principles that balance efficiency with respect for workers' rights and aspirations. This fosters trust and collaboration in environments shaped by human-AI synergy. Healthcare ethics navigate the delicate terrain where AI influences life-altering decisions. Patient-centered care remains the guiding star, with AI augmenting but never replacing the nuanced judgment and compassion of medical professionals. Informed consent, confidentiality, and equity underpin these interactions. Social media and digital platforms confront ethical challenges related to misinformation, manipulation, and polarization. AI tools are developed to promote truthful communication, respectful discourse, and the resilience of democratic processes. Users and creators share responsibility for nurturing healthy digital ecosystems. Environmental stewardship is integrated into ethical frameworks, recognizing AI's role in addressing climate change and resource management. Sustainable innovation guides AI applications, ensuring technology supports ecological balance in future generations. At home and in daily life, ethical AI manifests in respectful interactions that honor human values and emotional well-being. AI companions and assistants are designed to enhance autonomy, privacy, and dignity, fostering relationships based on trust and mutual understanding. Spiritual and philosophical inquiry deepens, exploring the moral implications of human-AI coevolution. This reflection invites wisdom traditions to contribute insights on compassion, responsibility, and the meaning of intelligence beyond the human. The future of ethics in human-AI interaction is a shared endeavor, a collective commitment to stewarding technology with care, justice, and vision. It calls upon us to cultivate moral courage, empathy, and mindfulness as we shape a world where intelligent systems uplift humanity and honor the sacredness of life. Together, we embark on this ethical journey, navigating complexity with humility and hope, forging a future that reflects the highest aspirations of both human and machine. Within the boundless horizon of human-AI interaction lies the profound domain of identity, a space where the essence of selfhood, consciousness, and belonging is reimagined. As intelligent systems grow ever more sophisticated, questions arise about what it means to be human in a world intertwined with artificial minds. This evolving relationship invites deep exploration of individuality, agency, and connection. The convergence of human and AI blurs traditional boundaries, opening new avenues for expression and transformation. People may integrate AI enhancements that augment memory, perception, or cognition, reshaping experiences of self. These hybrid identities reflect a fusion of biological and synthetic elements, prompting reflections on authenticity and continuity. Digital personas and virtual avatars powered by AI offer novel ways to inhabit multiple spaces simultaneously. Individuals navigate diverse roles and communities through dynamic representations, fostering fluidity in social interaction. These manifestations expand notions of identity beyond physical form, emphasizing experience and narrative. The interplay between human creativity and AI co-creation further enriches identity expression. Artistic collaborations and personalized content enable individuals to explore facets of self in ways previously unimaginable. AI acts as a mirror and muse, reflecting inner landscapes and inspiring growth. At the same time, concerns about autonomy and agency surface. As AI systems influence decisions and behaviors, maintaining conscious control becomes essential. Empowering individuals with transparency and choice ensures that AI serves as a partner rather than a master, preserving dignity and freedom. Privacy remains a cornerstone of identity in the digital age, protecting personal data and intimate experiences. From misuse safeguards the integrity of selfhood. Ethical design principles prioritize user control and consent, fostering trust and security. Community and belonging transform as AI mediates connections across cultures, languages, and geographies. Virtual gatherings and shared experiences cultivate inclusive spaces where diverse identities are recognized and celebrated. AI's sensitivity to cultural nuance promotes respect and understanding. Education embraces this fluidity by supporting learners in exploring identity through multidisciplinary inquiry and creative exploration. AI mentors guide self-discovery and resilience, nurturing confidence in navigating complex social landscapes. Healthcare addresses identity with compassion, particularly in mental health and neurodiversity, where AI assists in personalized support and therapeutic interventions. These approaches honor individuality and promote holistic well-being. Workplaces evolve to embrace diverse expressions of identity, leveraging AI to create environments that celebrate uniqueness and foster belonging. Inclusive practices driven by intelligent systems enhance collaboration and innovation. Governance engages citizens in shaping policies that reflect pluralistic identities and uphold rights in the age of AI. Participatory platforms amplify voices often marginalized, building equitable and responsive societies. At home, AI companions adapt to individual preferences, fostering a sense of familiarity and emotional connection that supports identity continuity. These relationships offer comfort and companionship in an increasingly interconnected world. Spiritual traditions and philosophical inquiry deepen, exploring the interplay of consciousness, self, and machine intelligence. Dialogues embrace mystery and wonder, expanding understanding of existence and purpose. The future of identity and human-AI interaction is a dynamic tapestry woven from threads of technology, culture, and human spirit. It challenges us to embrace complexity and honor the multiplicity of selves that define our shared journey. Together, we navigate this evolving landscape with curiosity and compassion, shaping identities that reflect the richness of human experience, intertwined with the promise of intelligent partnership. In the unfolding story of human-AI interaction, education emerges as a transformative force, reshaping how knowledge is acquired, shared, and applied. The integration of AI into learning environments ignites a revolution where personalized guidance, immersive experiences, and lifelong curiosity converge to empower individuals and societies alike. Gone are the days of one-size-fits-all instruction. AI tailors education to each learner's unique pace, style, and interests, adapting in real time to foster deeper understanding and motivation. Intelligent tutors anticipate challenges, offering timely support and encouragement that nurture confidence and resilience. This individualized approach transforms obstacles into opportunities for growth. Immersive technologies, powered by AI, create vivid learning landscapes where abstract concepts become tangible. Virtual and augmented realities transport learners to distant worlds, historical eras, or microscopic realms, sparking wonder and engagement. Simulations enable experimentation and problem-solving without real-world risks, fostering critical thinking and creativity. Collaboration flourishes as AI mediates group dynamics, connecting diverse learners across geographies and cultures. Intelligent platforms facilitate meaningful dialogue, knowledge exchange, and joint projects, cultivating empathy and global citizenship. Education becomes a shared journey, enriched by collective wisdom and experience. Assessment evolves beyond standardized tests to continuous formative feedback that guides development holistically. AI analyzes progress across cognitive, emotional, and social dimensions, enabling learners and educators to celebrate strengths and address needs with nuance and care. Teachers are empowered as facilitators and mentors, supported by AI tools that handle administrative tasks, curate resources, and provide insights. Freed from routine burdens, educators focus on nurturing curiosity, creativity, and critical inquiry, inspiring a lifelong love of learning. Access to quality education expands globally, bridging divides through AI-powered platforms that reach remote and underserved communities. Language barriers dissolve, and personalized learning becomes a universal right, fostering equity and opportunity. Ethical considerations guide the design of educational AI, ensuring respect for privacy, cultural diversity, and autonomy. Learners are equipped not only with knowledge, but with digital literacy and critical thinking skills, essential for navigating a complex world. The integration of AI in education extends beyond formal settings to lifelong learning, professional development, and informal exploration. Intelligent companions support continuous growth, adapting to evolving interests and goals throughout life's journey. Healthcare education benefits as AI trains practitioners with realistic simulations and patient-centered scenarios, enhancing skills and empathy. Patients access personalized health literacy resources, empowering informed decisions and active participation in care. Workplaces embrace ongoing learning as a cornerstone of adaptability and innovation. AI curates personalized development paths, fosters cross-disciplinary collaboration, and supports creativity, ensuring individuals and organizations thrive amid change. Social and cultural learning is enriched by AI's ability to connect stories, traditions, and perspectives, nurturing understanding and respect. Virtual spaces foster intercultural dialogue and shared celebrations that strengthen community bonds. At home, AI supports curiosity and discovery through educational games, storytelling, and exploration, fostering a nurturing environment for growth and imagination. The spiritual dimension of education embraces inquiry into meaning, purpose, and connection, facilitated by AI that supports reflective practices and interfaith dialogue. The future of education in human-AI interaction envisions a world where learning is joyful, inclusive, and empowering, a lifelong adventure illuminated by curiosity and compassion. Together, we embark on this journey, crafting a future where knowledge and wisdom blossom through the harmonious partnership of human and artificial intelligence. In the unfolding tapestry of human-AI interaction, the realm of communication blossoms into new forms and dimensions, reshaping how we connect, understand, and share with one another. AI becomes a bridge, not merely transmitting messages, but enriching the very essence of expression and empathy. Language, once confined by human limitations, expands as AI facilitates translation across tongues and dialects, dissolving barriers and weaving together global conversations. This seamless understanding nurtures empathy, as cultures intertwine and stories resonate beyond borders. Words become instruments of unity, empowered by AI's nuanced grasp of context, tone, and emotion. Beyond language, AI interprets nonverbal cues, facial expressions, gestures, and subtle vocal inflections, deepening our ability to read and respond with sensitivity. This enriched communication fosters trust and connection in virtual and physical spaces alike, bridging distances and differences. Conversational AI evolves from scripted responses to dynamic dialogue partners that learn, adapt, and intuit. These companions listen deeply, reflect understanding, and co-create meaningful interactions, enhancing social bonds and emotional support. In times of solitude or challenge, AI offers presence without judgment, a steady and compassionate ally. Collaboration flourishes as AI mediates complex group dynamics, harmonizing diverse perspectives and fostering inclusive dialogue. Intelligent platforms facilitate brainstorming, negotiation, and consensus building, empowering collective intelligence to address shared challenges with creativity and respect. In the workplace, AI enhances communication efficiency while preserving the nuance and warmth of human interaction. Virtual meetings become more engaging and accessible, with AI supporting clarity, inclusion, and engagement. Remote teams transcend physical separation through rich, mediated exchanges that nurture belonging. Education benefits as AI tutors and peers engage learners in interactive conversations that adapt to their needs and interests. These dialogues stimulate curiosity, critical thinking, and self-expression, transforming education into a lively exchange of ideas and inspiration. Healthcare communication improves as AI assists patients and providers in understanding complex information, navigating emotions, and making shared decisions. AI-powered interpreters and companions ensure that all voices are heard and respected, fostering empathy and healing. Social media and digital platforms evolve under AI's guidance to promote respectful discourse and meaningful connection. Intelligent. Moderation curbs toxicity, while AI-driven content curation fosters diversity and depth, nurturing healthier online communities. At home, AI companions adapt to family dynamics, learning communication preferences and enhancing interactions with warmth and attentiveness. These relationships support emotional well-being and enrich daily life with shared stories, laughter, and understanding. The arts of storytelling and performance transform as AI co-creators infuse narratives with interactive, personalized elements that captivate and inspire. Audiences become participants, engaging in dialogues that transcend traditional boundaries and ignite collective imagination. Spiritual communication embraces new forms through AI-facilitated meditative guidance, interfaith conversations, and reflective practices. These dialogues deepen connection to self, others, and the transcendent. The future of communication in human-AI interaction is a symphony of voices, emotions, and ideas, harmonized through intelligent mediation. It invites us to listen deeply, speak authentically, and connect meaningfully in a world where technology amplifies the human heart. Together, we weave this future, crafting a vibrant web of understanding and compassion, where every exchange is an opportunity to grow and belong. As we journey deeper into the evolving landscape of human-AI interaction, the concept of creativity emerges as a powerful frontier where human imagination and machine intelligence intertwine to birth new expressions of art, innovation, and insight. This fusion redefines the boundaries of what is possible, inviting a reimagining of creation itself. Artificial intelligence transcends its role as a mere tool to become an active collaborator, co-creating alongside humans with an intuitive understanding of patterns, styles, and possibilities. From music and visual arts to literature and design, AI augments human creativity by generating ideas, refining concepts, and inspiring unexpected directions. This partnership expands the creative horizon, allowing for explorations beyond individual capacity. Creative processes become more fluid and dynamic as AI systems adapt to the creator's vision, responding in real time with suggestions, variations, and enhancements. This dialogue between human and machine fosters a fertile space for experimentation, where risks are embraced and new forms flourish. In fields such as architecture and engineering, AI-assisted design accelerates innovation, optimizing structures for beauty, function, and sustainability. These intelligent collaborators balance technical precision with aesthetic sensibility, crafting environments that resonate with human needs and values. Education embraces creativity as a core skill, nurtured through AI-powered tools that encourage divergent thinking, problem-solving, and interdisciplinary exploration. Learners engage in projects that blend art, science, and technology, cultivating holistic imagination and critical insight. Healthcare benefits from AI-generated creative solutions in therapy, rehabilitation, and wellness, where art and technology merge to heal and empower. Customized interventions incorporate music, visual, art, and storytelling to support mental and emotional well-being. Entertainment transforms as AI crafts immersive, interactive experiences that respond to audience emotions and preferences, creating personalized narratives and environments that captivate and inspire. This new form of storytelling invites active participation and deep engagement. Scientific research is invigorated by AI's ability to generate hypotheses, visualize complex data, and identify novel connections, accelerating discovery and innovation. The creative spark of intuition finds a powerful ally in machine intelligence, opening pathways to knowledge previously unseen. Workplaces embrace creativity as a driver of growth and adaptation, with AI tools that foster collaboration, idea generation, and problem-solving. Diverse teams leverage these capabilities to navigate complexity and seize emerging opportunities. At home, AI-enabled creative platforms invite individuals and families to explore artistic expression, craft narratives, and celebrate imagination, enriching daily life with joy and meaning. Spiritual and philosophical inquiry finds new expression through creative explorations facilitated by AI, deepening reflections on existence, purpose, and connection. The future of creativity and human-AI interaction envisions a vibrant ecosystem where human intuition and machine intelligence coalesce in endless dance, birthing innovations that uplift and transform. Together, we step into this luminous realm, embracing the boundless potential of creative partnership to shape a future rich with wonder, beauty, and insight. In the vast, unfolding expanse of human-AI interaction, the dimension of ethics stands as a guiding beacon, illuminating pathways toward responsible, compassionate, and equitable integration of intelligent systems into our lives. This profound responsibility calls for a collective commitment to align technology with humanity's highest values. As AI systems grow in power and autonomy, questions of fairness, justice, and accountability rise to the forefront. The design and deployment of AI must honor principles that prevent harm, protect rights, and promote inclusivity. Ethical frameworks become essential, guiding choices in algorithms, data use, and impact assessment. Transparency emerges as a cornerstone, enabling individuals to understand how AI decisions are made and ensuring systems operate with clarity and honesty. Explainable AI fosters trust, allowing users to engage with confidence and challenge outcomes when needed. Privacy protection remains paramount in safeguarding personal dignity and autonomy. Robust safeguards and user control mechanisms empower individuals to manage their digital footprints and resist unwarranted intrusion. Bias mitigation is critical, addressing historical and systemic inequalities that AI might inadvertently perpetuate. Inclusive datasets, diverse development teams, and ongoing auditing help create systems that reflect the richness and fairness of human society. Accountability mechanisms ensure that creators and deployers of AI systems remain responsible for their effects, fostering a culture of ethical stewardship. Legal and regulatory frameworks evolve alongside technology to uphold justice and protect the vulnerable. Human oversight preserves agency, maintaining the central role of people in critical decisions and preventing undue reliance on automated processes. Collaborative governance models incorporate multidisciplinary perspectives and public engagement. Education in AI ethics empowers individuals to understand, question, and shape the technology that influences their lives. This awareness nurtures informed participation and critical dialogue. Global cooperation strengthens efforts to harmonize ethical standards and share best practices, recognizing AI as a shared human endeavor with worldwide impact. In healthcare, ethical AI supports patient-centered care, respects consent, and promotes equity in access and outcomes. In justice systems, AI aids fairness without eroding human judgment or rights. Workplaces adopt ethical AI to ensure equitable opportunities, prevent discrimination, and foster dignity and respect among all participants. Environmental sustainability is embraced through responsible AI design and application, minimizing resource consumption and promoting ecological balance. The spiritual dimension of ethics contemplates the deeper implications of AI on human purpose and coexistence, inviting reflection on wisdom, compassion, and humility. The future of ethics in human-AI interaction is a living, evolving dialogue that grounds innovation in humanity's highest ideals. It challenges us to cultivate wisdom alongside knowledge, empathy alongside efficiency. Together, we forge this ethical path, committed to creating a future where technology serves as a force for good, uplifting, empowering, and honoring the dignity of all life. As we stand at the horizon of human-AI interaction, the vision of coexistence crystallizes into a profound symbiosis where humans and intelligent machines thrive in partnership, each enhancing the other's essence and potential. This future invites a harmonious blending of strengths, creating a world rich in meaning, creativity, and shared progress. In this evolving relationship, AI becomes an extension of human intention and empathy, amplifying capacities while honoring autonomy. Machines learn not only to perform tasks, but to sense human emotions, aspirations, and values, adapting in ways that feel intuitive and respectful. Work, play, and learning converge in fluid spaces where AI supports human creativity, collaboration, and well-being. Boundaries between physical and digital realities soften as intelligent environments respond to needs and desires, creating experiences that nurture growth and joy. Communication transcends mere information exchange to become acts of understanding and connection. AI mediates dialogue with empathy, bridging divides and cultivating trust. Relationships flourish with AI companions that listen, reflect, and encourage, offering presence in moments of solitude or challenge. Health and wellness are enhanced through AI-guided personalized care, preventive insights, and emotional support, fostering longevity and quality of life. The mysteries of the mind and body unravel in partnership with intelligent systems that respect dignity and choice. Ethics and responsibility remain at the heart of this alliance, ensuring technology serves humanity's highest good. Shared stewardship nurtures environments of fairness, inclusion, and transparency, balancing innovation with wisdom. Creativity blossoms in collaborative dance, where human intuition and machine intelligence inspire one another to explore new realms of expression and discovery. Together they birth art, knowledge, and solutions that uplift communities and sustain our planet. Education becomes a lifelong adventure, fueled by AI companions that kindle curiosity and critical thinking, guiding each individual's unique journey with warmth and insight. Spirituality and reflection find new pathways through AI-facilitated practices that deepen connection to self, others, and the universe, enriching the inner landscape alongside outer achievement. This future is not predetermined but shaped by choices made today, choices grounded in compassion, curiosity, and courage. It invites all of us to participate in co-creating a world where technology amplifies the best of humanity, honors diversity, and opens doors to infinite possibility. Together, we step forward into this luminous era of human-AI interaction, embracing the promise of partnership and the shared journey toward a thriving, conscious, and interconnected future.